Many people are wondering if you can still retire in the Philippines on $1,500 a month due to worldwide inflation. Inflation has taken a huge bite out of people's income. While the cost of living is going up worldwide, the Philippines is still very affordable. Even with inflation, a single person can still live in the Philippines for much less than any Western country. And if you are a man who plans on retiring in the Philippines and meeting a Filipina girlfriend to live with you, you can both live a modest life together for this amount. A little bit later in this video, I'll explain how you can meet a sweet Filipina woman that would like to meet a nice foreign man for a long-term relationship. Despite people who classify all Filipina girls as gold diggers, there are so many women in the Philippines who are genuinely looking for love. There are gold diggers in every country, so just because a certain percent of women are looking to find a sucker to scam, there are many more women who want to find true love. The best way to make your retirement to go a long ways is to emulate the lifestyle of Filipinos. Do you really need to go out and party every single night and spend your money like a drunken fool? You can go broke in your own country if you don't spend your money wisely. You can live modestly in the Philippines, and in many cities across this island nation, you can rent a comfortable home or apartment for $500 a month, or less. In some of the rural areas outside of the big cities, many expats are renting homes or apartments for just $150 a month. If you need to live in a fancy condo costing $1,000 a month or more, and you are only bringing in $1,500 or less, the Philippines is not for you. You have to spend your money wisely when living in this beautiful country, and it will be quite easy to get by from month to month. If you are bringing in $2,000 a month or more, you can live quite comfortably, and you will be living a much better life than most Filipino people do. There are people who will claim that there is no way you can live in the Philippines on $1,500 a month, but they most likely do not know how to manage their money well. You can read the comments from many people online who testify to the fact that they can live on this amount with no problems. There are always different opinions on this subject. When you live in the Philippines or any country abroad, don't spend like you're on vacation. Your money won't last for very long. Shop at local markets for your groceries, then cook at home. If you are not able to cook well, learn to cook and it will save you lots of money. It's not hard to do. If you start a relationship with a Filipina woman, she can do the cooking for you. And due to the low cost of living in the Philippines, you can still afford to go out to dinner once or twice a week. Don't go to the popular shopping centers where prices are high. You can shop at the many street markets all over the Philippines for many things, including clothes. You can buy shirts and pants for about 200 pesos, or about $3.50 per each. You can find inexpensive clothes at stores called ukay-ukays. These stores really became popular during the pandemic. They sell many items such as clothes, shoes, and even bed sheets. You'll find lots of brand new clothes here, but ukay-ukays sell many slightly used items that look brand new. Many Filipina women love shopping at ukay-ukays because the clothes are really nice, and they are very inexpensive as well. It's also a great place to meet single Filipina women. If you go to a popular ukay-ukay on the weekend, the stores are filled with so many Filipina ladies shopping for cheap clothing. You will see them with arms full of clothes going into the dressing rooms. They will come out of the dressing rooms looking so beautiful and they will admire themselves in the mirrors, showing their friends and family how nice they look. Many ladies can't afford to buy new clothing, but they enjoy seeing how pretty they look in clothes that they hope to buy someday. Now, let's discuss the best ways to meet a single Filipina woman. We will also discuss how you can afford to live with a Filipina woman on $1,500 a month. Before I do this, I would like to take a moment to ask you to please help us out by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel for more of our videos. Liking and subscribing helps us so much, and I really appreciate your support. Many men who use Filipina dating sites are men who live outside of the Philippines. While there are some women on these sites looking for a legitimate relationship, many Filipina women use these sites to scam men out of money. Scamming men on dating sites is not just a Filipina thing. This happens all around the world. Even women in the USA get on dating sites to scam men, so we can't attribute fake online relationships exclusively to Filipina women. When meeting a Filipina woman online, you need to use common sense and look for all the red flags that may indicate that a woman is trying to scam you. One of the red flags to look for is when a woman will tell you that she loves you very soon into the online relationship. This is a tactic that is used to soften up the emotions of lonely single men to lower their guard. Other things to look for from scammers are hard luck stories that will make men want to send money from the goodness of their heart. Ladies will use this tactic to get money from men without even asking. If a man does not take the bait, eventually they will come right out and ask directly for financial assistance to help them with their fictitious problem. It's really best to avoid online Filipina dating sites unless you have no other options available to you. Using Facebook to look for single Filipina women is much better than using online dating sites. You can send a friend's request to a woman who indicates in her profile that she is single, and then you can start a conversation and see where it leads to. This way you are approaching her, instead of the other way around. Many people have found true love on Facebook simply by becoming friends and letting the relationship grow naturally. If you are living in the Philippines, it's best to avoid dating sites altogether and meet a girl the old-fashioned way. When you walk down any street in the Philippines, you will see lots of women out and about doing their errands or just enjoying a day out on the town. If you live in the Philippines, it's best to avoid dating sites because these sites are not really the best way to find a good sweet woman. Large indoor shopping malls are a great way to meet single Filipina women. Malls are full of women out doing their shopping, but try to avoid the women who come up to you and flirt with you. Having 3 or 4 women approach you during a single visit at the mall is not unusual. Lots of Western men get approached in the malls by women and it's quite flattering, but these are mostly women who are looking for a man solely for financial gain, and not for love. Look for the opportunity to approach a woman in the mall who doesn't pay attention to you, and don't be afraid to start a conversation with her. You can ask her a simple question, such as where a specific store is in the mall, and then you can use this to break the ice with her and expand upon your conversation. If she shows interest in spending some time talking with you, don't be afraid to ask her out. Depending on where you are staying, there are malls in most of the major cities. Some of the best malls in the Philippines are located in Quezon City, Mandaluyong, Muntinlupa, Makati, Cebu City, and Manila. There are so many opportunities to meet single women in the Philippines. Malls are just one example, but there are so many places in public where single Filipinas can be found. They are out everywhere in public, and Filipina women are naturally very friendly. You can visit large attractions such as the Mall of Asia and walk along the waterfront and you will see tons of women, with their friends or by themselves. Most women will be happy to engage in conversation, especially with a foreigner because foreigners are always interesting to Filipinas. Parks, churches and special public events like festivals are great places to meet women. Churches are the best because women who go to church tend to be the most wholesome. They definitely make the best girlfriends or wives. Single women living in the provinces also seem to be better than city girls. Most of these women have been shielded from all the bad influences that tend to exist in big cities. Even though it may be tempting, stay away from hookers and prostitutes found in big cities like Manila and Angeles City. Some of these women are actually looking for a way out of their current lifestyle, but it's rare for these women to make good wives or girlfriends. Even though there have been men who have fallen in love with sex workers and have had successful relationships, it's better to find a woman who has not been exposed to this lifestyle. Once you have met a nice lady that you would like to share a home with, it is quite possible for the both of you to live on $1,500 a month. You must be upfront with your Filipina and let her know that you are not a rich Westerner. Many Filipina women have the impression that all Western men are rich. If she understands upfront what your financial situation is and how much money you have available to spend each month, she will do her best to live within your budget. A man has to be in control of the financial situation. If she is spending too much, let her know that she needs to cut back on her spending. A good woman will do what is needed to ensure that she lives within the budget that is available to both of you as a couple. If she does not rein in her spending, it may be best to reconsider your relationship. Filipina women have grown up all their lives having to work at making ends meet. They know how to survive with the money that they have available to them. It's no different when they are in a relationship with a man that they are supposedly in love with. Retiring in the Philippines on $1,500 a month and having a relationship with a Filipina woman is certainly possible. You just have to be wise with your spending. And meeting a good decent Filipina woman to have a loving relationship is also very much possible. You just have to use common sense as well when it comes to choosing a lady to begin a relationship with. There are so many good Filipina women who are looking for love. By using good judgment and looking for the red flags that will alert you to a woman with bad intentions, you just may be able to find the special woman who you can spend the rest of your life with. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button. It really helps promote this channel so other people can find us. Also, please subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you can be alerted when our next video is released. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best in your search for love in the Philippines.
Ano tayo? 130? Ha? 130. 130. Oo. Bili ko. Bakit mo na? Ay, nahulog! Be, malinaw ba?